Good evening, everyone. This is Richard Paul Thomas, and I'm in the music room having a great time this evening. Thank you for having me. I woke up this morning feeling great, and I jumped out of bed. Got myself going, heard the day calling, there's a song in my head. Every day's a present, I must never forget. Made me some breakfast, went out on the deck, and I watched the sunrise. Laughing at the kittens, playing with each other, learning how to survive. Every day's a present, I must not compromise. Breeze blows, birds know what life's all about. They can't tell me, well, I gotta figure it out for myself. That's all there is, searching for the meaning of life. I pull myself together, fight the stormy weather, learning how to survive. Every day's a present, every day's a surprise. Breeze blows, birds know what life's all about. They can't tell me, well, I gotta figure it out for myself. That's all there is, searching for the meaning of life. Pull myself together, fight the stormy weather, learning how to survive. Every day's a present, every day's a surprise. Every day's a present, every day's a surprise. Each day's a surprise, every day's a surprise, yeah. Every day's a present. Thank you.
Great song.
Yeah,
nice and positive.
I like the positive nature, too. And that's almost a show tune type. You know, that was what the cool thing. I could see that in a little Broadway with a little soft shoe.
Yeah, well, that's what I was picturing you doing while I was doing it.
All right.
Oh, no, Treadway in a tutu. I don't want that visual.
Video it.
No, it's one of those kind of songs that the music and the melody was there, but I had no idea what it was. It actually was called Walking on a Saturday Afternoon, originally the working title. And then somebody sent me that little poem that's, yesterday was history, tomorrow's a mystery, today's a gift, that's why they call it a present. There it was. Yeah. So it was just, that was the determining factor for getting it.
No, I like the title. It's a good title.
I do too. I Have Faith. Where did that come from?
Well, it came from, I was doing, there's Austin Songwriters group down there, and they have their annual conference sometimes a couple of times a year. And I was talking to this other songwriter, there's a million songwriters there, and we were just talking about where we came from, what we were doing, and all that kind of stuff. And I was showcasing, so I went up and did a few songs, and I came down, and he came up to me, and I don't know if I took it wrong or what, but he was kind of berating me about talking to him about my history and, keeping track of all that stuff, and told me to forget it. It was one of those things where people say something to you, sometimes you blow it off, and other times it kind of hangs on. Well, this time it hung on. Hanged on. I was not an English student.
Well, but when you sing, you can sing any way you want.
There you go, thank you. So all of a sudden this thing kind of gestate for a while, which songs have to do, and so that's now it's called I Have Faith, and it's kind of written for songwriters who have been doing this for a lifetime and still want to get farther, want to do farther, whatever the reason for doing it is. That's what this is all about. When I was a younger man, many years ago, I lost my job I lost my wife, but that's the way things go. An old friend said to me, forget your history, but I still cling to broken dreams, 'cause I have faith. I became an older man a day or two ago, struggling through my simple life, but that's the way things go. A new friend said to me, discard your history, but I still cling to broken dreams, 'cause I have faith. I have faith. I have faith. I still cling to broken dreams, 'cause I have faith. Maybe they are right. Who am I to say? Should I keep these broken dreams or throw them all away? My heart says to me, embrace your history. So I will cling to broken dreams, 'cause I have faith. I have faith. I have faith. I still cling to broken dreams, 'cause I have faith. I still cling to broken dreams, 'cause I have faith. Thank you.
That's a great song.
Thank you very
much.
much.
And it applies to everybody, not just songwriters. I mean, that's just so
Just
touches everybody,
Yep.
I think. And
Yeah.
it's got that Neil Young flavor. Really, really like it.
Cool.
Richard, you've got a song called I Can't Wait. Tell us about that song.
Well, this is a relatively new one. Do you remember your first kiss?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I won't ask who it was with because...
Linda Jane Taylor.
Michael Giampetrelli.
Oh, you guys are willing to share. Normally, that's not the case. I asked that question, the guys are real coy about it. They don't normally raise their hands, and the women will. But I was working on songs for the Salado album and trying to just pick things. We had about 25 songs we went through to try and, whittle it down to 10 or 12 to have on the session. For some reason, Andrea came to mind, and this was a young lady I was ice skating with back in '07, and
I knew her.
Did you know her?
Yeah.
Oh, she got around, yeah. But it was
showed up at UT in '69.
Oh, she did. Okay, well, this would have been 50s, something mid 50s. So anyway, I don't know why she came to mind, and that was like the one and only time we had ever seen each other. You know, it was one of those kinds of things. I have no idea what ever happened to her. So that was kind of the start of the whole thing, and then obviously we didn't have much of a relationship, so it was only good for about a verse, and then I had to kind of fill it in.
Sometimes that's all it takes to get started.
I know, get it started,
yeah.
So then I was thinking about how Linda and I met, and so that's kind of completed the picture. So this is called I Can't Wait. Caught me by surprise the first time you kissed my lips. I felt your love shoot through my soul, right down to my fingertips. I hardly knew what happened. I thought we were only friends. Now, darling, I can't wait. No, I can't wait to taste your lips again. Your beauty on that evening, well, it took my breath away. The music played, our bodies swayed, my heart held you at bay. I wish I would have realized that we were more than friends. Now, darling, I can't wait. No, I can't wait to taste your lips again. Was it only moonlight that made me ask you to dance? Should I blame the starlight? It kept saying, take a chance on romance. Is it my infatuation that keeps calling you by name? Oh, darling, I can't wait. No, I can't wait to taste your lips again. Was it only moonlight that made me ask you to dance? I can't blame the starlight. It kept saying, take a chance on romance. When I came back to my senses, turned around and you were gone. You disappeared from my world and life kept moving on. Every day I dream about you as I sing this love's refrain. Oh, darling, I can't wait. No, I can't wait to taste your lips again. Oh, darling, I can't wait. No, I can't wait to taste your lips again. Thank you. Did that bring back memories?
I think it'll bring back memories for everybody that hears it, yeah.
The way the song affected me was that it took you back to a period in time, maybe not to a person as much as that song tended to have a, I don't know, it belonged in another time. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
Kind of waltzy, kind of a little bit of a waltz there.
A two-step, yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I expected you to do that.
Could it easily be used in a show tune and in a movie?
You mentioned that twice, and frankly, my big influence as a kid was my dad had records from every possible genre you could imagine. He really had a lot of the old, Oklahoma, My Fair Lady.
What one did knock you out? I'm going to say, because two musicals knocked me out when I was
Which were those? Which were yours?
I'd have to say The Music Man.
Okay.
Robert Preston was just got trouble here in River City. That alone was worth, not only that, but the 76 trombones and the whole deal. But my favorite musical was probably Flower Drum Song.
That's a good one. That's a very good one. When I was a kid, for some reason, our school always took like a field trip every year to go see a play. Mm-hmm. So I saw The Bells Are Ringing in Oklahoma, Showboat.
Showboat. Pacific.
Those two
My Fair Lady,
were just, that whole thing. And then I started, one of the first real big, nice listening room gigs we did was a place called Charlotte's Web in Rockford, Illinois. We played there many times. It was a 5-night-a-week gig. You got there, on Wednesday, and you played 2 shows a night and a matinee on Sunday. And upstairs, they had a theater. And so I'd always, when we were, not playing, I'd head up to the theater and watch the rehearsals and stuff. And in fact, that first CD I did was a one-person musical. It was like that kind of thing. And so my songs do tend to be storyish, they tell stories, I hope, anyway.
But the whole thing about the musical thing is, to me, that's just a genre that we don't have really many of anymore that mean a lot, and nobody understands what Broadway is until they go to Broadway. They don't understand what entertainment is till they see it live as opposed to on film. Yeah. It's just a different medium, and it's so overwhelming when you first experience it. I know it was for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it really is.
My favorite things.
So you're familiar with SWRFA, right?
Oh, yeah.
The Southwest Regional Folk Alliance. Every time I went, when you sign up on, you go Wednesday and they usually sign in on Thursday, they have a kind of a jar of song suggestions, and I always pull one out, and then over the next 4 days, if you can, you like to write a song about that suggestion. Mm-hmm. And then on Sunday, they end the conference with a big, kind of an afternoon buffet, and then all the songwriters that were there that wrote the songs would perform those songs for the first time, which is really
that's neat,
incredibly interesting.
Spooky, isn't it?
It's very spooky. The challenge is meetings start at 9 o'clock in the morning, and they go until 5, and then they have all these little concert things going on, and you have showcases, the official showcases from 8:30 to 10:30, and then you have the guerrilla showcases, which are in all these hotel rooms.
The Kid Gain specials.
Exactly, Madison Fair things. And so usually you're winding up rolling back to your room around 2:30, 3 o'clock, 4 maybe, Yeah. And so between 4 and 8 is when you usually have time to write the song, So
you don't sleep?
Occasionally, a little bit. You're kind of running on adrenaline.
Yeah.
It's just, it's just sleep deprivation and food deprivation and, just music everywhere. It's just this total experience.
Yeah.
Can bring out great songs.
It does. And interestingly enough, like this one, this year I pulled out My Favorite Things was my song suggestion. Of course, da 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 da.
Yeah,
that was kind of done. Yeah, so I started using one of the songwriting techniques is just start writing a list. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of how the song started. Eventually, I was looking at that list and I was trying to decide. And you might try this exercise yourself. What is your favorite thing of all? I mean, we all have lots of favorite things, but what's the favorite thing of all? And that's what really was the.
Don't look at me.
I know it's sweet tea, so I mean,
no,
no, that wasn't what I was thinking.
My favorite things are all around me, reflected in the eyes I love. I feel the joys of life surround me, so I thank the stars above. But when I try to pick the best one, it's so much harder, I did find. Of all the joys a part of my life, way too many crowd my mind. Here are just a few of them, my list goes on and on. How am I to choose one as my favorite thing of all? Is Is it the songbirds every morning? Is it the crickets late at night? Is it the soft light of the dawning as I hold you oh so tight? Is it the flowers in our garden? Is it the hummingbirds in flight? Is it a song sung by an old friend, bringing memories to light? These are just a few of them. My list goes on and on. How am I to pick one as my favorite thing of all? I don't know. It's so late, and I'm too tired to choose. As I reviewed my list this morning, my favorite thing now I have found. It's having sleepy newborn babies cradled in my arms. Thank you. Thank you.
Who I would like to hear Richard write with, that I hear similar styles, is Bill Sanner.
Yeah.
It just I'm hearing that the blend of them might be real good. Who I spoke with today, and he'll be here Saturday.
Yeah.
Tell us about Retirement Blues. Now, I've had the retirement part, but not the blues.
Bill is in North Richland Hills, Texas, right near Fort Worth.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I just did an album for him. If you remind me, I'll give you a copy of the album that he recorded here.
Oh, great.
And you kind of go home with it.
Road music.
Yeah, but Retirement Blues.
Well, every time you change guitar strings, I'm sure you do the same thing. You have these licks that you go through, and you stop at one kind of open tuning, and you play a little bit, and then you get a little closer, and you play a little bit, and finally you wind up at, you know, whatever the finished product is. And so I used to have this thing. I had been playing for 40 years. You know, this one little riff, but it never went anywhere. And
I've got a few of those.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you know. And I just kept playing it, and I go, that sounds good. And then all of a sudden, one day, I was playing it, and the rest is history, kind of thing. So, no one's retired anymore, you know. I mean, you got to keep working and doing also. Yeah. So, but it's kind of all about that feeling, you know. So this is Retirement Blues. I'm older than I look, I'm younger than I feel. I'm cruising down the highway, my hands upon the wheel of life. I spin at every chance that I get. The jackpot is avoiding me, but I keep placing my bet. The years are flying by, quicker than the miles. Seasons keep on changing, faster than the styles I wear. But there grows grayer every day. I call on Pretty Kelly and she makes the gray go away. Time is flying out of control. It's a crime how the years take their toll. All they nourish my soul. The carousel is spinning round, I still reach for the gold ring. It's flying out of control. It's a crime how the years take their toll. I'm younger than I look, older than I feel, full of contradictions, variety is real to me. My heart beats stronger every day. I'm riding on a roller coaster, time, get out of my way. I'm riding on a roller coaster, time, get out of my way. I'm riding on a roller coaster, time, get out of my way.
Woo, yeah.
Yeah, I do like that guitar too. Richard's playing in Ibanez, though there'll be a picture of, I'm sure, in here.
Oh yeah.
And it's a kind of a I don't know what would you call that finish?
Oh, it's definitely maple.
It's a maple, really, but is it a bird's eye or a tiger eye, whatever they call it?
Tiger or something.
Yeah.
It's really sweet.
Really nice.
Yeah. Really pretty.
Really nice. Now he's going back to he's going to show off a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm a
he's getting that guild for that raging storm ahead.
Yeah, you got that right. You got that right. Linda and I go to sleep every night with thunderstorms playing. We all have this continuous DVD of thunderstorms, and it was coming up on our 32nd anniversary, and 32nd anniversary is you write a song. It's like paper, silver, gold, and 32 is writing a song. So, I'm sorry?
I missed that.
You missed that one, huh?
There's still time to recover.
Yeah. So I kind of took that idea and all the things that go along with storms and with love and relationships, and so I wrote Raging Storm. I don't know where to start. No words can express what's in my heart. So many times I've tried, but all the right words continue to hide. Then the wind set free these words for me. Love is lightning in our eyes. Love is thunder rolling by. Love's the rain that floods our home. Our love grows strong with each raging storm. Remember when we first met? I was alone, far from my home. We became best of friends. From a small spark, our journey began. Love was new. a dream come true. Love is lightning in our eyes. Love is thunder rolling by. Love's the rain that floods our home. Our love grows strong with each raging storm. When the storm subsides and you lie by my side, sleep will bring us peace until a new sunrise awakes us. Love is rainbows in our eyes. Love is soft clouds floating by. Love's a star that warms our home. Our love grows strong with each raging storm. Our love grows strong with each raging storm.
Such a romantic you are.
Oh, yes.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Richard, you've got a song about the beautiful town you live in, and it is called Salado.
Clever, isn't it?
How about that?
Yeah.
And the title track to your newest CD.
Yes. And
Rob's town just didn't have the same range.
Yeah, there are some tones that just don't have that melodic.
Sorry, Rob's town. I didn't mean for those battling billies out there. Just keep your chins up.
No, this is actually the song goes pretty far back when we used to come up to Salado when we lived in Houston. We drive up here all the time. It was a fascinating place because I never lived anywhere with less than 500,000 to 2 million people.
And you're moving into a town with just literally a small community.
Well, you're talking. I think at the time this is back in the mid '70s, so it's probably like 1,600, 2,000 if you include pets and wildlife.
Wow.
So it was a pretty small place. Then I was fascinated by just, Linda's stories about her family. They landed in Matagorda. I-35 wasn't finished back then, so getting to Salado had to be an ordeal. I mean, when you look at the...
How did they find that creek?
I don't know.
I
don't know. In the Spanish, we misnamed it. They named it Salado because they thought it was salty, but that's not what Salado isn't salty. It's real beautiful fresh water. But
maybe they did that so people would stay away.
Could be. I was traveling doing business for all over actually Latin America and the U.S. and thinking about what it'd be like to be coming home, and just being done with all that stuff. But I didn't think it really needed to be fitted in a modern setting. So I kind of the vantage point of a stagecoach rider on his last trip home.
Let's hear it.
Cold wind blowing that dusty road in my face. 6 sleek horses, should I hasten their pace? Stagecoach rocking 4 tired strangers to sleep, riding on Salado. Sun is gone, Salado. Wild geese flying as clear across Texas I ride. Knowing she's waiting is all that keeps me alive. Seeing her sitting with sunlight in her dark hair. One more dawn, Salado. Coming home, Salado. Ride on, ride on, ride on. Hoping she's waiting. Ride on, ride on, ride on. Anticipating clouds turn into rainbows, resembling the shine in her eyes. Down where the creek flows, that is where I had left her alone. She's calling me home. Feed the horses and bed them down for the night. Sing my songs, tell them everything is alright. Thank the stars, tonight will be the last time I'm alone. Salado, almost dawn, Salado. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ride on, ride on, ride on. Hoping she's waiting. Ride on, ride on, ride on. Anticipating sun's rising before me. In only 3 hours I'll be home. How will I find her when I tell her no longer I'll roam? She welcomes me home. Whoa, whoa. Today's the day I'll hold her tight in my arms. Take this money, build ourselves a nice farm. Spend my evenings rocking babies to sleep until dawn. Salado, I am home. Salado.
Have you ever thought about Marty Robbins' voice on that song? Because that's what I heard when you started doing it. I'm like, man, what a song for that voice.
That would have been wonderful.
For that style of voice. Yeah. He's been long gone, but
yeah.
Well, that's where some of the influences come from. I mean,
oh yeah,
back in those days in the 50s, especially. I mean, radios played all kinds of music.
Those were that was the great thing. I tried before 1970. About disco is about when we lost radio, I think. Maybe 74, 75, somewhere in there. Before that, you heard the Supremes and Led Zeppelin back to back. You heard Donovan and Vanilla Fudge.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, that's what made radio great. You never knew what was coming next. Now, you know exactly what's coming.
Unless you listen to In the Music Room.
And he's got
Gee, where did that come from?
You have a song called Look at My Hands.
Another one of those songs from Swerfa. At the time, all this, a lot of things were going on in the world. This was 3 years ago. My song suggestion was Look at Your Hand. And I was listening to a lot of what the other people were writing and what everybody was saying. And again, what was going on in the political climate and stuff. So this kind of was the one that came out. La da 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 da. There are folks in this world who struggle and fight the injustice that smothers this land. As I watch them, I hope things will be all right, and wonder, do they need a hand? Look at my hands, are they working for freedom? Look at my heart, is it love that I share? Look at my life, is it worth all this living if I don't lend you a hand? There are others in this world who live for themselves, only thinking of what they can gain. As they ravage this earth, don't they understand when they're done, suffering remains? Look at my hands, are they working for freedom? Look at my heart, is it love that I share? Look at my life, is it worth all this living if I don't lend you a hand? We all have the right to choose how we live, decide right or wrong, which prevails. We make a choice to take or to give, whether to win or to fail. So look at my hands, are they working for freedom? Look at my heart, is it love that I share? Look at my life, is it worth all this living if I don't lend you a hand? Look at my life, is it worth all this living if I don't lend you a hand? If I don't lend you a hand.
You know, the cool thing about your music, Richard, to me is that it's universal. Yeah, the songs fit in time frames, but they also fit now. You know, it's really cool. Very relevant. You and I didn't have a chance to talk about the town I grew up in earlier, but it leads into this next song. I grew up in the home of the Katy Railroad.
Did you really?
In Denison, Texas, and Eisenhower's birthplace. When I see a song titled Riding on a Train, I kind of, totally
imagery.
Get it. Because, and I remember seeing the trains every day of my life, and they were, I always wondered, where's that boxcar been? Where's that, where's that passenger car been? And I remember the first time I ever jumped on the train and rode it to Durant, Oklahoma and back. It was like exciting. It was like riding on a train. Tell us about that.
Well, I travel by train all the time. Planes are just a real pain, especially now with instruments and stuff. It's just no fun. So if ever I go on a little tour or something, I'll take a train and get as close as I can, and then I'll rent a car and kind of go from there. So this was written on a train somewhere in the middle of the night between here and St. Louis. It was a stream of consciousness. I was just up and writing, and about 6 months later, I pulled it all out, and about 30 pages, and right in the middle of it was this song. So I just had to pay attention, So it's called Riding on a Train. I can't spell the state I'm in, somewhere in the Midwest. It's 3 a.m. in the morning, and I can't get no rest. Sleep sleeping, waking, train car shaking, towns go speeding by. I'm waiting for the sun to rise and brighten up my sky. Lonely whistle blowing as we cut through the night. The engineer knows where she's going, following her own light. I'm riding on a train. No internet connection, stare at my reflection, no idea where I am. I'm wondering how my life will change when we come round the next bend. Red lights blinking, everybody sleeping, I'm on my own once again. The time has come, no holding back, it's now or never, my friend. I can't be in a hurry, I know patience is key. There's no need to worry, I let my mind go free. I'm riding on a train. I used to drive down lonely roads, dreaming of days gone by, living in darkness, not in light. The time has come for me to change, reach for the sunlight, leave the rain. If I just open up my eyes, open up my eyes. Lonely whistle blowing as we cut through the night. Now I know where I'm going, following my own light. Lonely whistle blowing as we cut through the night. I can't see where I'm going, following my own light. I'm riding on a train. I'm riding on a train. Thank you.
An F sharp too. I like it.
Yeah.
Well, Richard, we are getting to the conclusion of our show, so
Yes,
if you would, go ahead and tell us about your song, Pray to Save Our World, and then take us out of the show with that.
Well, it's been great being here. Thank you so much. You guys
it's
have made
been
me
an
feel
honor.
really welcome, and this is a great room. Do I have to leave?
No,
you
can
just have
hang
to
out.
come back.
Okay. This was one of those songs that just woke me up in the middle of the night. A lot of times you get up in the middle of the night and you'll record something totally unintelligible the next morning, that kind of thing. But this one, it just left me no choice, but I had to get up and write it. So it's called Pray to Save Our World. When you go to bed tonight and say your prayers to make things right, put aside your daily strife and pray to save our world. Pray for all those hungry souls spending nights out in the cold. Some are young and some are old, struggling to survive. Find that place deep in your heart where your own truth lies. Listen to your inner voice. No one knows what you believe there. Pray to put an end to hate. Do it now, don't hesitate. Hurry up, for it's too late. to save a precious life. No matter where your head will rest, choose the God that you love best. Life is real, it's not a test to see if you'll survive. There's a lot to pray about, I'm sure you all agree. I can't be the only one who feels it's my responsibility. Find that place deep in your heart where your own truth lies. Listen to your inner voice. No one knows what you believe there. Don't forget our Mother Earth and all her children giving birth. She needs our help for what it's worth. Pray to save our world. Please pray to save our world.
Excellent thought, Helen. This has been fun.
It has been. Richard, I sure have enjoyed you, and I look forward to you coming back and hearing more of your stuff.
Well,
and
thank you.
I also wanted to thank Reno, who is our engineer tonight. He's doing a good job back there in the booth.
And I want to say, too, that I appreciate Richard and all he's doing for songwriters, doing house concerts, doing these video things. We're all in this together.
We're all going to help each other.
Rising tide lifts all boats. So.
Yep.
There you go.
Well, watch out about that rising tide thing. We're having a little bit of that problem lately. Don't want too much water.
Gene, thank you so much for being here this evening, photographing this evening.
Yeah, we miss Barbara.
We do miss Barbara.
Great meeting you all.
Yeah, it's
And
our honor.
Randy, without you, this wouldn't be possible. And you, the listening audience, we can't tell you how much we appreciate you tuning in. Come back and listen to some more, because there's always something new being posted. You are in the music room
With Helen Kennedy.